Alright, let's get into it with Kane's Twitter franchise mode. I'm back. It's been a couple days. It's actually been about a week since I last saw everybody. Alright, so we're back. We're playing Kane's Twitter franchise mode. We're going to continue and pick up where we left off last time. I don't remember where that is. I don't remember if we drafted or not. We may not have drafted, but here we are. We did draft. Okay. My NHL goalie coach is the only coach that has retired, and an AHL assistant coach is the only one that needs a new contract. This guy wants to be a head coach for some reason, so no thanks. We will let him walk. I have a few scouts with expiring contracts as well. So I'm going to re-sign all these players. All these scouts. I got something stuck in my throat. Might be a hush puppy. Okay. All expiring. Not an awful year, actually, for players that expire. For centers, I have two prospects that I'm definitely going to sign in Verkunen and Hextall here. And I think I'm not going to sign Zharkov. Going to let him walk. Kiefer Bellows, how did he do last season? 29 points, that's not worth keeping around. I'll qualify Raffle along with Mills and Pillman. Let everybody else walk though. I'll also qualify Shishkinov because I like his name. How did Provorov do last year on defense? I mean, that's not a bad year for him, and I mean, he's still a pretty effective defenseman. Let's see, how many more years does he want? He just wants 1 year. That's perfect. Daniil Chayka, I'm not going to keep Dobson, but I might keep Chayka. Oof, not at 6 years. How about 2, my friend? I don't think he wanted to sign, so we'll just offer him a little more money. Oh, no, he did. Damn it. I'll qualify you. That's it. Goaltending. So I obviously have Tarky and Josh Bartosik. I have Wilcox here, who's probably ready to go, along with Martinez. I'm going to qualify Martinez, and that's it. We'll take a look at the unsigned prospects I have in the system. Oh, wow, Hargrave. Look at that. Gustavo Hargrave definitely getting a contract here. In fact, he's actually going to be an NHL defenseman next year because that's an excellent pick. He's my Dobson replacement because he's probably going to get to like an 80, 81. And Andra, this guy, second round pick, he'll definitely be getting an NHL contract. That guy was a third round pick. Wow. I was kind of hoping this guy would get a little better, but he'll still earn a contract. Same with this guy. This guy might if he gets a little better. So, an encouraging draft class for sure. Me getting a top defensive defenseman, a good two-way defenseman, offensive defenseman. A very defense-heavy draft class is what it looked like. And then Noonan's a two-way forward, so that's pretty even as well. Like, I mean, you know, he's not going to push the needle too far. And then this draft class, I mean, it looks like Delzato is probably the best player I have from that draft class, but you never know what's going to happen. So, goaltending, I don't think there were any. Oh, there's this Crowder guy, but I don't know about him. So we will advance a day, make sure everybody signed that needs to sign. These are just the scouts and whatnot. Okay, it looks like everybody actually signed, which is nice. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Alright. Okay, cool. We're done with that. So, pretty good. I'm happy with free agency. Um, we'll do all of like, the scouting and stuff right now. That way I can get it over with. But it's looking good. The team's looking good. Let's see. I needed QMJHL. It's really unfortunate that I don't see anybody up there. And yeah, it looks like this guy is still the best. Unfortunately. I mean, they're not bad. I was really just kind of hoping for, I don't know, something. So I need a new goalie coach. Preferably somebody that's good with goalies, and there's a couple of them actually in this draft or in this class of coaches. Looks like this guy might be the best, so I'll offer Bobik a little bit of money. And then I need an AHL assistant, and I can't really get too picky about the AHL assistants. Seems like this guy is probably going to be the best. And we'll just give him the assistant coach position. So that should be everything filled. All of those guys should say yes to my demands. And let's get into what we need as an organization. So, centers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need one winger. If there's like an okay middle. No, I think I should keep it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Hargrave. I wish it showed me team fit. I mean, alright, we'll trade Daniil Chayka. And I'll get probably just a draft pick from a team that's willing to give up a first. That's not fair. Okay. I mean, if Anaheim has like a decent rookie skater, Reyes. That's pretty good. That's pretty unbalanced, but and let's see if this works. Too far off. I mean, okay, so Reyes is probably in the upper echelon of their prospects, but what if I get like a not Del Rio? Okay, Arizona. Beagle. And that's pretty fair. I mean, like, I'll need to add, you know, like... I mean, let's try this trade. Let's see if this works. Also, hello to the one person watching but not saying anything. Okay. Oh, hello. What's up? It's a little too low. I'll throw in a fourth. That should do it. Sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, so what if I lessened that pick to a 5th round pick? Okay, cool. Not great, but, you know, I have an NHL defense now. So I might be good in terms of wingers because I have that 23-year-old prospect, but I just kind of want to see... Oh, Cale Makar is available. Damn, that would have been nice. This might be the first stream with no cup. Don't put that evil on me. Don't you dare do that. Okay, as much as I want Sebastian Aho to win a cup with us, my player doesn't fit the team. Dang. You know what? I want my player to succeed. He's already won 1 cup, I think. Let's just get a 2-way player and be done with it. Or let's just get a prospect and be done with it. Or at least look. Oof. It does not appear that there are any good prospects in this class. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll advance. Don't you put that evil on me, Trevor. I don't appreciate that. Alright, the assistant coach accepted with no reservations. That's what I like to see. Okay, screw you, Mr. Goalie Coach. Alright, I'll probably... Today might be a very long stream. I have nothing to do today. So, if you are down, I will stream for a long time today. Like, I'm talking from like now. I'm talking like this could be like another 5-6 hour stream in total. If you're into that sort of thing. All right, the same scout that we keep firing and bringing back. Cool, and the goalie coach. All right, we're done. I want to kind of give like the Utes some experience here, but I don't know. I have to go to dinner later, but I am down. I mean, so I'll have to eat dinner at some point. I mean, chances are I'll just stream all night. I have nothing to do today or tomorrow. So, it'll be a nice day. Nathan McKinnon is still playing. My goodness. Alright, we'll edit the lines. So Trevor, Aho, Svechnikov. Doesn't really change anything if I do this. I'm gonna keep that. No. So the team just kind of like... It's very eh. But like, oops. I kind of want McKenna to play as opposed to Shishkinov. Did I already check and see what this will do? Yeah, it makes it worse. Okay. I mean, those are good lines. It's not great, but I mean, it's good. Defense is a little sus. It doesn't look like Hargrave really fits the team. If I do that, that might actually be better. Let me do that. Gustavo Hargrave. What a name. Goaltending, Tarky and Josh. So goaltending's getting a little old, but I think we're fine. We're done. I don't really care what Charlotte's at. This might be the first stream where we have 0 championships, and if that's the case, I might bump the difficulty down a notch, and then like, play it on semi-pro one more time, and then like, beat that up, and then we'll play, we'll go back to pro, just so we have a year where we just kind of destroy worlds and create a dynasty again. Because I mean, it's hard to win a Stanley Cup in pro, and I mean, I don't know. I like the changes that I saw for franchise mode in NHL 20. They were very minor, but franchise mode in NHL 20 didn't really need any upgrades, in my opinion. I mean, or in 21, sorry. NHL 20's franchise mode is good. It's not quite at like 2K or NBA 2K's level and MLB The Show's level, but it's still a good franchise mode. Like it's fun. I enjoy it. Clearly, it's the only thing I play in this game. But, I mean, the little changes that they did make, or at least the ones that have been announced, are fun. I mean, like the free agency thing, it seems exciting and seems like it'll be a good change for the game. And then, I really like the fact that you can kind of change how good the drafts are. Like, I might play around with that. I mean, it's basically just like you can change like the quality of the drafts. So like if you put it on like deep, like good drafts, like you'll be getting medium elite like 72 overall players into like the 4th round. But like if you do like weak, then it'll be like weak drafts. So you can kind of change it at the beginning of things. But like, I'll probably keep it roughly where it's at because I think that that's a good. I think it's balanced. But like, franchise players like could be like 84 out of the draft, which is kind of insane. But I mean, I don't know. I think I might bump it up like just a tad, but it depends on how they actually scale it. Like if it's just like low quality, medium quality, and then regular quality, then I probably won't touch it. And then they did the thing where it's basically like you remember how like you were on a deadline at the trade deadline and the other franchise mode, like the GM modes in the past, where it's like you had like only a certain amount of time to make trades on deadline day. They've kind of done like a more realistic simulation of that, which I think is pretty cool actually. Back-to-back shutouts for the Hurricanes, beating the Oilers and the Bruins, which is good. Oh man, there we go. The Canes are back to their winning ways after kind of a slow start, currently on a 4-game winning streak, which is kind of crazy. Make it 5 against the Islanders, heck yeah. And I still can't see where we're at now. Oh, 6-game winning streak, 4 of which are against Metro teams. We've won 4 Metro games in a row. 6-game winning streak. Can we beat the Caps? No, we actually lose to the Caps. So 7-3-2 is a great start to the year, especially after kind of a poor start, like a poor first 5 games. We really picked it up. Oof. All right. Well, that's not ideal. So it's the Penguins, the Canes, and the Islanders that are currently the playoff teams in the division. We play the Penguins once this month, and we play the Islanders twice at the start of December. Oh, 8-2 win against the Panthers. That's a big win. Bruins are probably looking for revenge after we shut them out, but we beat them 7-2, so we've scored 15 goals in our last 2 games after getting shut out, so that's a good way to respond. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. There's a 4-1 win against the Golden Knights of Las Vegas. Cale Fleury, after being traded, they offered to trade us, or him to us, during the season, but I said no, and he's on waivers now, so it's kind of funny. We could have gotten him for free, but don't need him anyways. So there's a 4-game win streak for the Hurricanes. Once again, a good win streak, beating a Metropolitan team, 2 Atlantic Division teams, and then a Western Conference team before the win streak gets snapped. It really does look like Pittsburgh is the team to beat in the division this year, which is fine. I mean, I wouldn't hate to play the Devils in the first round. I mean, if the standings hold, but we're still like barely 20 games into the season. We're 21 games in. Like, I can't project anything. 12-7-2. It's a decent record. I'd like to see the Canes improving, but my God, the Rangers are not doing very well this year. In the year 2032. Big win for the Canes there, 5-3. It seems like offense isn't a terrible issue, but in the games we're losing, we're scoring like 2 or less goals. So it's like if we get to that 2-goal mark, if we get to 3, we'll be fine. Weaker draft class doesn't surprise me. 3-0 win against the Sens, I believe is our 3rd shutout win. Trey Cash, a fractured elbow, so he'll be back December 38th. So a very long time to be out, and my goodness, a 7-0 shutout of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the first team in the division, the first place team in the division. So hear me out. I was gonna think about like dragging this last little bit out. Big 2-1 win there as well. And simming through every game, and every game we go to overtime, I would call, as opposed to just doing that for the playoffs. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. New draft rankings for Central Scouting, so we'll view this draft class here. Obviously, it's a weaker draft class, especially at the top. Matthew Lovejoy. That'd be a lot. I may do it like after February, like for the playoff push, as opposed to every game this season, because that would take like an hour per season. I don't really want to do that. It might take like up to 2 hours depending on how many overtime games we get to, but like maybe like for the last 20 games of the season or so, where we just see like how the team's doing in our playoff push, and then like what's going on there. They also said that simming would be a lot quicker. Like there wouldn't be as much like downtime in between the games like there is in this game. Like here it's taken about like 10 seconds to get from the Toronto game to the Chicago game, and that's not as big of an issue. So like it just seems like the loading times are a little better, which is nice. I mean, it's not like the biggest change, but it's something that helps the game run a little smoother. And I mean, I'm all for that. Again, I'm never going to care about how they affect the AI of this game. I just don't play. Sure, it might be a little less frustrating watching the games, like, when we do for the playoffs, but I'm not going to play I'm not going to play the game. So Trey Cash is back, and honestly, I don't think he could come back at a worse time or at a better time, because the Canes are struggling. They are struggling with him out of the lineup. I guess he's a right winger, so we'll get McKenna in the lineup here. How is he doing? For only 4 points, but okay, I like this. I like this defense just fine. How's Gustavo Hargrave doing? I believe he was an 80 to start the year, so that's really good. 82 overall. Only 6 points, which is not the best, but I'm going to put him back up there on that second pair in order to let him grow. Maybe I'll sim every game after the trade deadline. I think that's what I'll do. Because at that point, there's like less than 20 games. There's like 15 games left, I think. So there we go. First game with Trey in the lineup. The Canes get a win. We lose the next one, but like, we're working on it, folks. I think getting that solid defensive defenseman on the second pair is a good idea. I don't know. Hargrave was like a great third round pick. If I can just get like, a handful of NHL seasons out of him before this is all over, I'll be happy. All right, all right. We've won 3 out of our last 4 games with Trey back in the lineup, so he's definitely an impact player. Spoiler alert, we win the game against Nashville. Because we moved up to first in the division, 6-1. So we've scored 16 goals in our last 3 games and have allowed 4, which is pretty good. 4-1 loss to Philly, though. That's not great. Philly is the 6th ranked team in the division, 8 points behind the Hurricanes. We now have some wild card teams in the division, which is actually kind of nice because there's a little bit more of a playoff cushion there. But Columbus not doing very well. The Canes with 2 games in a row against them, winning in the first game and then winning in the shootout in the next game. Okay, all right. So last 6 games, now 5. The Canes are on a 3-game win streak. Last 5 games before their break of a week and a half. We've got Nashville, which is a win. We've got Washington and New York. So, okay. So the Canes have won 5 in a row. And we do lose again. The Rangers break a winning streak for the Canes. That sucks. But you know what? I'm happy with winning games. I mean, when you win 3 out of 4 against Metropolitan Division teams, that's pretty good. And the Canes are heading into the All-Star break on a 2-game win streak. 6-2 win against the Kings, and then a 7-2 win against the Jets. Some huge wins for the Hurricanes, who are definitely high up there in the goal-scoring department this year. With 48 games remaining, I mean, that's a lot of time for things to change. We're barely halfway through the year. And yeah, I mean, things can change. This team, I'm hoping will stay where they're at. They'll stay the course, but you never know. Big 3-1 win to give us a 3-game winning streak dating back to then. 4-game win streak with that shutout win of the Flames, 32-15-3. I'm fine with simming to March 2nd, our first game that we'll sim. We'll skip the Devils game on the 28th. Just to kind of give us a little bit more of a cushion. But there we go. 5-game win streak, because we had won 2 before, 2 after, and then this one here. Okay. Playing some playoff OT games. I don't want to be the one to influence whether or not my team wins the cup. I think that's a little unfair. Because, I mean, like, I can beat pro. Like, I'm not the best NHL player, but, like, I can win 90% of the pro games I play, probably maybe like 75, but I don't want to be the person to influence that, if that makes sense. Because then it just kind of looks like I cheated and won a cup. Like if it say like it's OT game 7 and my team's down, like or like I put myself in the lineup. Like I don't want to win the game, because then it just doesn't feel authentic to me. I don't want to have any influence beyond the makeup of the team, I guess. 3 shootout wins in a row. Look at that. Wow. I don't know. To me it feels inauthentic. It might not feel that way to any other people, but I don't know. To me it does. So New Jersey trades with Philly to get better. So Philly gets a little worse, and we play New Jersey twice. The good news is that the Canes are on a 4-game winning streak here. I believe Krinkovich was a Cane for like 2 days. Oh, and Tom was out of the lineup for this. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I want to take Shishkinov out of the lineup and put in McKenna, just because I feel like, I want this guy to be better. In 23 games, he had 1 goal, which is not good. That's actually terrible, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it, folks. The 4th line's better with Suzuki on it, I guess. And then I want Hargrave on that pair I'd rather have him playing his natural side. And look at that, he's up to an 83. So last time I checked, he was an 82. So he's already getting an overall point better, which may have actually influenced the success of the team a little bit. I didn't even notice that Tom was out. We just kept winning games. So here's a game against Vancouver. 4-game win streak is on the line. And it's a win. Drake Batherson traded to the Islanders, so the Flyers are trading in the Metropolitan Division. Bold move. 5-game win streak on the line against Anaheim, and the Hurricanes... Do they win? Do they not? I'm waiting. I'm like shaking in anticipation. They lose. Konechny traded, and Chayka and Odeline traded to Anaheim, so Anaheim gets like a bunch of help. Vancouver gets Cameron here. So the Canes had a 5-game win streak. It did get snapped against Anaheim. They're still the best team in the division for now. Vorobiev traded to Calgary. Dingman traded to Toronto. That's fun. That's a funny name. Alright. 2-1 win against Vegas. That's good. Pretty minor trade there. I don't know why that's under the major trade section. Alright. Another game against Vancouver after they made that trade. Let's see if we beat the Canucks in overtime. So the Canes are still keeping a... They're doing well. Smithson, a goalie, traded to Boston. So Boston gets a goalie. Probably a backup goalie, but still, I mean, they get a goaltender. So that's exciting for them. I don't feel like I need to make any trades. Trey Cash, MCL sprain, out till the end of the season. That sucks. Alright, well, we'll keep him in the lineup. Or we'll just make the best lines here. Luckily, 3 straight wins there, but we probably won't get Trey back until... I'm not going to put him in until the Montreal game. I want a healthy roster heading into the playoffs. And if Trey gets injured before then, he won't be back until at least the second round, and that means my team won't succeed. So, remind me to do that. So we've got Yoshi scoring for Detroit. Oh my god. Well, the Canes tie it. Svechnikov scores 2 power play goals, and McKenna gets a rare goal with 43 seconds left in the game to send the game to overtime. It's a regular season game for the Canes, but it's still important to get any points that you can because you're not a playoff team yet. You have not clinched the playoffs. It's very likely, but you want that extra cushion. You want this extra point. So, here we go. Overtime, it is just a regular season game. Intern Matty versus Martin Necas on the face-off. And Necas is going to get tied up. Grabeshkov with the puck. Broken up briefly by Tom. Svedberg has it. Grabeshkov with it back. Score. Jeez. Alright, well that was a quick overtime at least. The dimensions on this TV are a little off for my PlayStation, so I'm not going to be able to read the time clock as well. But that's not going to be too much of an issue. Obviously, I can just look to the screen if I need to, but it's not going to be entirely accurate. So, just thought I'd let you all know. So there we go. Carolina versus Detroit. This is a rematch game. Detroit gets out to an early lead again. The Canes get a goal from Suzuki on the power play, but they end up losing. Provorov gets another power play goal. So at least we know the Canes' power play has been pretty good lately, but we do miss Trey Cash. It's pretty obvious. Alright. So let's get the Canes. Let's get some wins here. Okay, or not. Canes get a goal from Necas and Tom, and that's it. So the Canes not doing too well as of late. We've actually lost 3 in a row now. Svech with no points in the last 2 games, I think. Let's see if we can beat Pittsburgh, so... Oof. Oof. Alright, well, Svech with a power play goal. Alright, so simming clearly is not working. So we're just gonna sim to the end of the season now. It was a failed experiment. Yeah, we've lost 4 games. I'm gonna try it again, but you know, Josh Bartosik out with a strained hamstring until the 19th. The Canes have lost 5 in a row now, 6 in a row, 7 in a row. My God. Josh is back. Okay. New draft rankings for Central Scouting. Let's see what's going on. We really don't know much about this draft. Wow. It's not great. All right, so we broke the losing streak with 2 straight shootout wins. There's a 3rd win, 4th win. Okay, we've clinched a playoff spot. Trey is back. I'm going to continue. We did lose to Pittsburgh, which does suck a little bit, but we won against St. Louis the next night. Oh, I lost to Tampa. Pittsburgh has a game in hand on us. Or now they don't. Alright, here come the Hurricanes, losing to Boston. We have clinched the division with a shutout win over the Rangers. Pittsburgh still has 2 games to play. I totally forgot to put Trey in the lineup. I will now fix that. It doesn't, this game obviously doesn't matter. We're just kind of playing for keeps here. But we will put Trey Cash here, Necas here. Then I'm going to take Shishkinov out of the lineup and put in McKenna. Yeah, it was not a great year for him. Hargrave, I'm going to put there. Provorov's like a really good fit for that pair, which is nice. This is a team of entirely left-handed defensemen, which is hilarious. Yeah, goaltending, I'm sure, has been okay. Oh, wow. Melvin Martinez is 82 overall at age 23, so I am going to have to trade a goalie, and it might end up being Josh, so that Martinez can play Shishkinov. Shishkinov. So the Canes obviously first in the division here. They're not going to be President's Trophy winners. The Sabres are like your perennial President's Trophy winners in this game. But let's see if the Canes can at least get 2 points in this game. So Provorov getting things started with a goal in the first period. Nothing doing in the second. And the third period, the Canes get a shorty from Oles. Trey Cash has 2, and Alexander Holtz has 1. So the Hurricanes winning the last game of the season against the Philadelphia Flyers. Svetch finishing, leading the team with 88 points in 82 games. The NHL regular season has officially completed. Let's check the stats for the team. So Svetch, 33 points, 33 goals, 88 points. Trevor leading the team with 40 goals and 85 points. It really does drop off after that, but the good news is that the Canes had a lot of balanced scoring. Pretty much everybody contributed in the lineup, like up and down the lineup. Obviously, we had a few disappointing players, but for instance, like Hargrave, not an offensive juggernaut, but I mean he got it done defensively. I mean, he was a +3. One of his 4 goals was a game-winning goal, which is kind of hilarious. Didn't play that much, but his giveaways and takeaways were bad. I mean, there's stuff to work on, but he was a good part of the defense. McKenna, the Carolina Hurricanes were obviously first in the division. In terms of goals for, they were top in the division with 3.29 goals per game. And goals against per game, the Hurricanes were first as well, allowing 2.6 goals per game. Power play percentage, we were first in the division with 24.9%. Our PK percentage was outstanding at 87.3%. I'm actually curious, for the entire league, did the Hurricanes have the best penalty kill in the power play percentage? The Hurricanes had the 4th best power play in the league, behind Detroit and Vegas and Montreal. So 2 playoff teams and 1 non-playoff team. And the penalty kill percentage for the Hurricanes was first in the league with 87.3. The next was Vegas. So the 4th best power play and the 1st best penalty kill is definitely really good. And it's going to be Hurricanes versus Red Wings. And we've we didn't do great against the Red Wings in the regular season, so I'm hoping with Trey back in the lineup, things will change. But oof, it doesn't look like it. Holzer with the power play goal, getting the Canes started. It's 3-1 Detroit though. Third period, Holtz gets a goal, but it is a 3-2 loss for the Hurricanes. Thing is, one bad period was what killed the Canes. The Canes played a solid second period and a solid third period. They just couldn't win the game because of that bad first period. First period, I mean, that was slightly better, I guess. Olas and Trey Cash scoring. Second period, the Canes get a goal from Trey Cash, but it's 5-3 Red Wings, and it's a 6-3 final. We're going to lose in the first round again. I can just feel it. Yeah. Defense has been an issue, I guess. Game 3, hoping the Canes can prove me wrong here. First period, 3 awful first periods in this series, by the way. Second period, the Canes get a goal from Emmerich. Third period, it's a tie game. Wow, Trevor and Necas scoring on the power play to tie things up. The Canes and Red Wings are heading to OT in Game 3. The Canes absolutely need to win this game. Absolutely need to win this game. If they don't, I'm actually going to be really mad. So it's Trey Cash versus intern Maddie on the faceoff. And intern Maddie wins it. Grabeshkov with the puck gets it to intern Maddie. And turnover, Blomstrand got it. Svechnikov briefly. Tom gets it to Trevor. Entering the offensive zone. Svechnikov shooting. Oh, he just missed the net. Trey Cash got bumped off the puck and intern Maddie with it now. It might be. But, an 87 overall goaltender is fine. I have a young goalie that might make it work. Tom tried to deke through the zone, and now it's a breakaway for Yoshi. Missed the net. Oh, thank God. Blomstrand gets it up to Holzer, and Christopher Holzer is going to enter the offensive zone. Here come the Hurricanes at the circles, poke checked away, and the Canes have to regroup. Svechnikov gets it to Holzer. Provorov enters the offensive zone, crosses the blue line at the circle, gets it back after a brief turnover. Svechnikov, Deke's shot blocked by Trey Cash. He got a shot off on the backhand. Canes can't get anything with it. Richard gets crunched, and Luutinen with the puck now. Koistinen, it's a finish line here. God damn it. Yeah, goaltending is the issue. I think my goalie's just regressed a little bit, because, both of them were 89, I think, at one point, and now they're at 87. For goalies, that's definitely a sizable difference. Defense might also be a bit of an issue. I know that Provorov regressed a little bit this season, and I don't have a true number 2 defenseman. Emmerich scoring for the Canes. Emmerich with another goal, Necas scoring again, and Popovich and Aho scoring. I believe that's Aho's first. I haven't seen anything from him lately, so the Canes, they avoid elimination and get a Game 5 at home, which is nice. They avoid the sweep, but, might be too little too late. Yep, there's the 4th bad first period of this series. Suzuki with a goal. The Canes actually almost come back. Necas with 2 goals in 1 shift in the third, but the Canes lose. Season's over, and yeah, I definitely need goaltending. It's frustrating. Because, what can I do? Well, the Checkers moved on. Great. Yeah, seriously, what can I do? I've made this team as good as possible. The defense is solid. The forwards are great. Charlotte in the 3rd round now. If they make it to the Calder Cup, I'll stop. It has to be goaltending, or it just has to be bad luck. I don't know what it is. So we have 2 gems. One is currently being scouted. The other one isn't, so I'm going to get a quick potential comparison. Hopefully they'll be able to finish it up on both of these centers here. The guy's probably medium, top 6. The other guy's probably low elite. Alright, Charlotte is in the Calder Cup final against the Texas Stars. Gugnot, so we'll call him Serge, is leading the team in points. There's a goal from Hunt in the first period. Second period, Almeida ties it on the power play. Third period, Steen gets a goal to tie it with 53 seconds left. So Charlotte and Texas are heading to OT. If it wasn't for the goaltending in this series, or it wasn't for Charlotte's goaltending, I wouldn't think they're that good. So, something to keep an eye on for sure. So Charlotte and Texas heading to overtime in Game 1 of the Calder Cup Finals. Fisher against Almeida on the faceoff, so that's an NHL player against UN, he was on my team. Stanley, I believe it's Logan Stanley, gets bumped off the puck, and Fisher gets the puck lifted. Medvedov gets it back to Stanley. UN with it now. Medvedov, he gets crunched, and Mills gets it up to Steen. Steen with the puck on his stick, enters the offensive zone, takes it to the right circle, dishes back, shot, saved by the goaltender for Texas. Steen gets tripped up, and there's going to be a penalty. Frolov with it to Fisher. Mills, Fisher scores. What a shot. Just an absolute passing clinic by the Checkers. And the Charlotte Checkers take Game 1 on a delayed penalty call there. We'll just take a look. They cycled the puck beautifully here right after the trip. Goes skate to stick with it. Great pass to Fisher, the eventual goal scorer. Back out to the wing to spread out the defense a little bit. And just a nice little pass to Fisher for the one-timer. And look at this. 5 skaters on the ice, and not one of them is within like 10 feet of Fisher, who just takes a shot, and the goaltender is all out of position there. What a shot. Checkers win Game 1. So that's a good start. Charlotte winning Game 1 of the Calder Cup Final. No points for Surge in that game, so the Checkers got 3 goals, and none of them were factored on by the leading scorer. No score in the first period. Second period, Verkunen gets a goal. Third period, it's another tie game, level scoring with 41 seconds left. So Charlotte and Texas, once again heading to overtime. Checkers looking to end things early once again in Game 2, trying to take a 2-0 series lead on the road. It's no small task. I mean, it's very hard to win on the road, especially in the playoffs. And the Checkers are going to need everything. So it's Fisher versus Almeida again. Fisher wins it cleanly to Solovyov, and Fisher enters the offensive zone. He doesn't really have a whole lot of support or open men, but he still has the puck behind the net. Pass. The shot was barely blocked, and Rome makes a great save. Mills with a golden opportunity there. Oh, man. Wow. That could have been the game there. Fisher with a fantastic play. Checkers lose the faceoff. Medvedov gets it to Almeida. Almeida with the puck blocked. Trying to enter the offensive zone. Checkers defense playing well there. Fisher has it now. He has Mills on the wing. Solovyov with it. Shot. Save. Pad save there by Rome. McLean with the puck now. Enters the offensive zone at the blue line. Takes it in. A block by Solovyov. The Checkers' first pair has not let anything pass them so far. Almeida poke check. And Mills has it now. He's going to dump the puck in. And it's going to be McLean with it. Fisher creates a turnover briefly, but Mills turns the puck over. They get the puck to UN. Almeida with it, and UN with the puck now. Skates it in. Another poke check by the Checkers defense. Catching the Stars changing here. Blocked pass. Shot. He just a chip chance missed the net. Mrazek with the puck. That's fun. Denisov with it. Charlotte controlling the majority of possession here. Holmstrom gets it. Mrazek barely keeps it onside. Holmstrom back to Mrazek, the defenseman. Passes it. What a hit. Audie Marchessault with the puck now. Skates it in. Has the puck in the offensive zone at the left circle. Shot. Easy save by Rome, and he's going to cover up. So the Checkers with the majority of the chances And look at this. They have the top 2 hitters in the playoffs here. Or 2 of the top 3 players. Number 2 and 3. Second line out for Charlotte and Texas. Denisov with the puck now. Gets past center ice. Crosses the blue line and enters the offensive zone. Great play by the Checkers defenseman to break up that chance. Another block. Giordano with the puck skates into the offensive zone. Checkers get one body on. Giordano with a shot. Rome is square to the puck and makes a good save. So the Checkers are going to go with a line change here. Looks like the third line will be coming out. Rypien, Pierce, and the Checkers' leading scorer, Gugnot. Gugno, Surge. And Latendresse with the puck for Texas. So Texas winning a lot of the faceoffs in this game so far. Luukkonen, shot blocked by Rypien. The Checkers letting nothing through to their goaltender. Rypien with the puck on his stick. Takes it behind the net. Circles around, doesn't see any opportunities. Carpentier gets it to Rypien. Shot, pass to Surge, nothing doing there. Teravainen gets it to Mahalik. Mahalik on at the circles. Latendresse gets crunched, and then another huge hit. What a sequence. Surge with the puck on his stick. Gets it behind the net to Rypien. Rypien, Pierce, shot saved by Rome. Teravainen with it. Mahalik. What an entertaining overtime. This is the AHL too. I didn't think this would be exciting. Latendresse with it. Rypien with another good defensive play to force a turnover. Davies with the puck. This looks to be the fourth line for the Checkers. Breen with it now. Shot save. Barely. Davies couldn't quite get to it. Shot. What a goal! Davies scores, and the Checkers' fourth line gets it done in game 2. Again, going to overtime. Look at this chance first. Davies, the eventual goal scorer, takes a shot. A great save by Rome on the blocker side surprises him. Oh no, it wasn't Davies. Who was it? Breen. Breen is the eventual goal scorer. Shot. What a save. Davies is going to pick it up, and a great behind-the-back pass right to Breen, who's there. And look at this play by Rome, the goaltender. He's going to try and slide and get it, but no chance there. Breen wins the game for the Charlotte Checkers. So the Checkers picking up another huge win in exciting fashion in overtime. Not as high of a scoring game, but the Checkers get it done. Surge with a point in that game. So it seems like the Checkers' bottom 6 has done pretty well. Alright, game 3. Texas winning or getting the first period goal from UN. Former Checker. Surge and Breen scoring again. The Checkers are down by 1 goal heading into the third. Davies tied it, but Frolik and Latendresse score. Texas takes game 3. Kyler Davies having a very good playoffs with only 2 goals but 14 assists, one of them being on the game 2 overtime winner. First period, game 4, Breen with a goal in close. Tie game, UN. Third period, my goodness, Breen, Fisher, and Surge score. I have a comment. Or no, just a new viewer. Hello. If you just joined in, this is Charlotte versus Texas, game 4 of the Calder Cup final. And yeah, Charlotte has a 3-1 series lead. We're heading to the third overtime game of this series. Looks to be at even strength. Oh, I'm playing. Give me 1 sec. I can't do that. Can't be playing, folks. Alright, select sides. Neutrality. Yes, we just watched these. If you missed it earlier, I just watched these. That way I don't directly influence the game. Yeah.